I have a flash drive hidden in my apartment. On it is a video that could change everything. And if I disappear before finishing this story, you will know why. I'm a social worker. My job is to walk into situations other people refuse to see. Neglect, abuse, exploitation. I have seen the worst of what humans do to each other. But nothing in 15 years of this work prepared me for what I found. At the end of a dirt road, at the edge of the forest, in a house where something was wearing a human face. Part 1. The file. The referral landed on my desk on a Tuesday afternoon. An anonymous tip from a concerned neighbor. An elderly widow living alone at the far edge of the country. Not seen outside her home in nearly 6 months. Her garden had gone completely wild, but her bench and chicks were still being caged by young men claiming to be her grandson, and a woman claimed to be her daughter. I pulled the country records. Her only daughter had died decades ago. She had no grandchildren. I grabbed my clipboard and drove out. The town faded into countryside. The countryside faded into dense forest. The road narrowed to a cracked dirt path. The trees grew so thick overhead they blocked out the afternoon sun. When I reached the house, I sat in my car for a moment. No birds, no wind, no sound at all. Just a rotting bush and a dead garden, and the feeling that I should turn around and drive back the way I came. I didn't. Before I could knock, the door opened. 2 people stood in the doorway, a woman in her mid-40s, a young man in his 20s, clean clothes, neutral expressions, empty smiles. Something was wrong. My brain registered it before I could name it. It was their poster. They stood perfectly straight, arms hanging completely limp at their sides. Not shifting weight, not leaning, not moving at all, like something approximating human stillness, but not quite getting it right. They repeated my words back to me in flat, hollow sentences. They claimed to be the grandson and the daughter. They said they provided excellent care. I told them I needed to see the homeowner alone. They didn't move. I told them I would return with law enforcement. They looked at each other. Then they stepped aside. The house was immaculate still. No personal item, no clutter, no mail. Like a house built by something that had studied houses, but never actually lived in one. She was in the back bedroom. Curtains drawn, one small lamp, lying in the center of a large bed. I had seen neglect before. I thought I was prepared. I wasn't. She was skeletal. Her skin was paper thin, stretched over bun. Her eyes were sunken and darting frantically around the room. She opened her mouth, but couldn't produce sound. I locked the door behind me and knelt beside her. I offered her my clipboard and a pen. Her hand shook violently as she wrote. She pressed so hard, the ink tore through the paper. She put the clipboard back toward me. 4 words. They came from the woods. A hard knock hit that bedroom door. Is the wellness check complete? The daughter's voice. so close it sounded like her mouth was pressed against the wood. The doorknob began to return. It hit the lock and stopped. Then it twisted violently in the other direction. Then the pounding started. Open the door! Open the door! Open the door! Both voices, perfect, unison. The wood began to bow inward. I went for a window, brass latches sealed with old paint. I slammed my palm against the frame, threw my weight backward. The window ground open. I went back to the bed. She weighed almost nothing, like carrying a bundle of dry branches. She buried her face in my shoulder and held on. The bedroom door cracked down the center. I went through the window, dropped into the overgrown front yard, ran for the car, got her into the back seat, engine on, transmission in reverse. I looked through the window shield. They were standing on the porch. Same posture, same empty smile, just watching. I floated down the dirt road, checked the mirror constantly. The house drank behind me. They didn't follow. I exhaled for the first time. What felt like an hour. Then I saw movement in the tree canopy above the road. The grandson stepped off a branch 40 feet above the road. He didn't fall. He flew. He cleared the distance between the tree line and my moving car and landed on the asphalt directly in front of my head. No stumble, no roll. He absorbed the impact of a 40-foot drop into his feet like it was nothing. A second shadow dropped from above. The daughter landed beside him. Same impossible landing, same silence. I hit the brakes. The car skidded to a stop 10 feet from where they stood. They hadn't flinched. They walked up to my window. The daughter knocked on the glass. Lower the window politely, she said. I rolled it down 2 inches. You must leave the old woman, the grandson said. She belongs to us. Open the doors and walk away, or we will kill you. We said it the way you would read the weather forecast. Flat, certain, bored. We are alpha humans, the daughter added. No normal human stands chance against us. We can break your bones. We can kill anyone who comes here, and no one will ever believe what you say. She was right about the last part, but she hadn't noticed the camera. I pointed at the black dash camera mounted behind my rear view mirror. The camera has been recording since I pulled into your driveway. I kept my voice completely flat. It streams live to the country government server. The footage is already saved. Already of this car. If you kill me when I fall to a check-in, my supervisor will pull the feed. They won't send local police. They will send the federal government, and they will take you apart in a laboratory to find out what you are. Silence. For the first time, they looked at each other with something other than certainty. Uncertainty, calculation. Here is my offer, I said. You let us go? I drive straight to the office and delete the footage permanently. No police report, no investigation. You go back to your walls and nobody ever comes looking. The tutor's face did something ugly. The first real expression I had seen from either of them. Pure, frustrated annoyance. We accept, the grandson said. They stepped back from the car and then, without a sound, they leaped straight up into the canopy and disappeared. I drove to the hospital. I drove to the office. I deleted the footage from the server, but I made a copy first. I'm saying this from my apartment. All the lights are on. The flash drive is hidden. Somewhere they will never find it. If you are reading this, I'm still here, still watching the tree line outside my window. And if you are them, listening, this to make sure I kept my end of the deal. Listen carefully. I kept the video, I kept the address, I kept everything. So, stay in the woods. And we will never have to speak again. This account was shared anonymously. We can't verify what is real, but whoever wrote this has not posted since. Subscribe to Cross the Incus because some stories don't have ending. They just stop. I will see you in the shadows.